All right, so we're back for another retro review, A Different World, Season 2, Episode 6. Let's get into it.
Ain't it obvious? I just got the check for depositing. $750 for the sound wave to get it processed. Won't stop till that shit weighing down my pockets. My main things to my main thing, she a blossom. When she ease the pain with the brain, she a doctor. She open up, then a thing thicker than the plot gets. Swear that shit is awesome. Sight for the optics. Young nigga on top, Nike's all I'm rocking. So that all they see is checks from where the head to where the socks fit. No logo on the bifocal, flicking old roach tips. Won't even show my face until all the shows book. Need the cash in advance, leave them all social. I'm the guy they chosen. Rise up like the rose and put them on a poster. All the way up in the sky where the stars posted. Sip it on that rose, I put it down on coasters. Stack francs from the waves till I own the ocean. More praises for the sayings, let it all soak in. They like, hey, that shit is flame, bitch, I know I rode it. Going tight.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is EBBIE with EBBIE Reviews, and this is going to be my retro review for A Different World, Season 2, Episode 6. If you like Pilgrim Colladas. Okay, so we start in the pit with Walter and Mr. Gaines. Mr. Gaines is planning the Thanksgiving menu for the pit. He's asking Walter how many boys are staying, and Walter's like, I can't give you a definitive answer because I'm not sure who all is going home, and there are people sick, and we don't know who's going to show up. And he's like, well, you need to tell me if they sick, then sit them down to medical for some chicken noodle soup or something. But I need a number. Jaleesa comes in, and she tells Mr. Gaines, she's like, I'm not sure how many girls are going to be here. And he's like, that's okay. She was like, some of them are sick with this flu. And she was like, that's fine. You just send them down here and I'll give them some turkey noodle soup. And then Walter's like, Mr. Gaines, why my boys got to go to the health center and you told the girls they can come here? She's like, because I like Jaleesa. Okay. So, Mr. Gaines overhears Jaleesa and Walter talking about how they're traveling together, and she was like, they were like, Eric is gonna be waiting for her when she gets there, and blah 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 blah. And so Mr. Gaines, once Jaleesa leaves, Mr. Gaines tells Walter, he's like, you crazy for driving your woman, the woman you love, to meet with another man. And Walter's like, I got a plan in my head. It's gonna work. And he says, but they gonna stop for dinner, and then they are going to have slow talk. So by the time she get to home, she's gonna be like, who is that man on my porch, and why is he here? Okay, Walter. So Dwayne runs in because his ride is sick and can't give him a ride home. And so he begs Walter to ride with him and Jaleesa. He says no, but he gives him money for a bus to get home. Then Freddie comes into, we go to Freddie and Jaleesa's room. Freddie comes in and Jaleesa's like, why are you here? Should you be on a plane? And she was like, no, she was trying to fly standby and she couldn't get a seat on and she missed the flight. So Jaleesa invites Freddie to come home with her. And she agrees to go. So Miss Letty is gone for the holiday and she has left Whitley in charge. Colonel Taylor comes by and he was like, yeah, I'll come through and check on you guys, make sure you're okay. And he's like, how many people is it that says it's just me and my roommate? She says it's just her and Kim that are staying at the dorm. So, Kim is, Dwayne cannot get a bus home. All the buses are full up. So Dwayne is on the couch like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And so Walter comes to get Jaleesa, and she's like, Freddie is riding with us. And he was like, Walter sees his plan going to hell because now Jaleesa and Freddie are going to be riding in the car with him. So he feels bad and he takes Dwayne home too. Whitney decided not to hang out with her parents. She would have had to choose because her parents are currently going through a divorce. She either had to be somewhere with her mama or with her daddy and his new girlfriend. And she wasn't really feeling either of those options. So she decided to stay at the dorms with Kim. So, we then go to Kim, who is talking to her mama on the phone, which is making her even more homesick. And she goes in the room and she starts crying, and Whitley is trying to comfort her the best way she knows how, because she's so homesick and she just wants to go home for the holidays. She's been gone since the summer, and this is her first time away from home, so she just really wanted to go home. But her family couldn't afford for her to come home for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So so while Kim is crying and Whitley is trying to comfort her, she starts singing, "Little Sally Walker sitting in the corner, ride, Sally, ride, wipe your weeping." I said, oh my dear God. So they're like, okay, we got to go to the pit. They're really not feeling it. And so she's like, Kim pulls out a fake ID and said, why don't we go to a club or a lounge or something? And they both get dressed up and they go to this lounge. It doesn't seem to be very lively at the time when they get in. Seems a lot of older people, of course, because they're very young college students. But they're in there. And so the waiter comes up to them and they was like, what would you like to drink? And Kim says she wants a beer. And he's like, I need to see some ID. And she's like, sure. And she shows him her fake ID. And he's like, you're 26. And she was like, yeah, I use a lot of moisturizer. And he's like, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get you our special for tonight, the Pilgrim Coladas. And she was like, okay, guys, I haven't had one of those in years. Girl. So, and then we come back and we meet Ramon. Ramon is the lounge singer act for the evening, and Whitley has eyes for him. And she goes up and flirts with him a little bit. And he was like, your Spanish seems very good. And she was like, it's un poquito, because I don't really know that many words. I just know enough to flirt a little bit with you. And he was like, so come on and sing with me. And the next thing we know, Whitley is dancing and singing on tabletops, talking about twist and shout. This is the origin of karaoke. I just know it is. But she is out of her little mind. She is dancing on tabletops like she done had 15 Hennessy's neat. But she is giving everybody a show. And Kim happens to turn around. She's like, oh my God, it's my professor from college. And the guy standing next to her said, you're 26 and still in college? And she was like, I gotta go. And so she goes up to Whitley, who's dancing and singing on the bar. And she was like, come on, baby. And Kim was like, come on, baby. We trying to alert Whitley to the fact that the professor is there. And then when she finally get it done, she's like, the song is finally over, and she's like, we got to get out of here. Colonel Taylor is here. And so Whitney goes to get her jacket or something, and some guy grabs her. And she was like, no, I got to go. And the guy is like, he's trying to prevent her from leaving. He's very mighty aggressive for some nigga that I'm not even, my nigga, I wasn't even talking. Okay. And so she's struggling with him, and Colonel Taylor's like steps in, and he was like, let her go. And he was like, old man, mind your business. And he was like, oh no, I got some business to mind, and it's you. You need to calm down. Don't be disrespectful. And then the man takes a swing at the Colonel, and the Colonel puts the paws on him and knocks him down to the ground. So Whitley and Kim jump in their car and speed off, and Colonel Taylor is following them. He knows where you live. Where you go? Where you go? So he has a little conversation with the girls. He takes their ID and stuff. And Whitley is like, it was those coladas. And he was like, it was not the coladas. It was just you. There was no liquor in it. And she was like, oh my God. She's like, I can't believe I acted like that. And she was like, and Kim was like, you did it just for me to cheer me up. And she was like, yes, I did. And I hope you're happy. And then Letty comes in and she was like, Colonel, is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, everything is fine, right, girls? And the girls are like, yeah, everything is fine. He confiscated Kim's ID, though. And Lady lets them know, I just want you to know that I don't believe anything that the Colonel said, but I'll let it go for tonight. So the girls go up and go to bed, and Jaleesa and Walter are in the car on their way back to the school, and they're having a conversation, and Jaleesa tells Walter she broke up with Eric. The plot thickens. And that is how the episode ended. This is another great episode of A Different World. It was hilarious. Whitley danced that. First of all, that yellow outfit she had on, gold, magic, bitch, do it. Secondly, her twisting and shouting all over that bar, drunk off of Pilgrim Coladas, hilarious. please, if you are not, please go back. There's the whole series is available on Amazon Prime. Please watch with us, catch up with us, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.